G'day, everyone. I'll just wait for someone to come on. This is just an impromptu one. And when someone comes on, I'll explain why I'm on. It's just I'm doing a quick test, guys. Someone was on there waiting before and they disappeared and thought, what's Buck doing? He mustn't be coming on. Thanks, YouTube. No one on at the moment. So before I start explaining myself, this will only go for 10 minutes because I want to play it back and just make sure everything's all right. Hey, Toddy, how are you, mate? The Pump Koala. 2 on. Righto. This is just a test, guys, as you've probably seen. 8 on. Last night I did a sneaky live feed, and when I played it back this morning to watch everyone's comments and whatever, because I want to start working on all these funny TV shows and that, and I'm going to get that out of the comments, I noticed it was very crackly when I played it back, and I thought, oh, don't tell me bloody what's going on here. And this morning I looked, and what I did is I unplugged my external microphone to check my hard drive to see if there was any other good old clips that I could upload to YouTube. And when I did my live feed last night, I think the microphone I was using was the inbuilt microphone on the Apple iMac or whatever they're bloody called. My desktop computer's an Apple iMac. And I'll say good day to you all in a minute. And I noticed it was real crackly. And I thought, bloody hell, what's going on? So this is a test. I've got that one, a blue something or other. I forget what it's called. It's an external microphone anyway. And I've got that plugged back in. So I'm hoping the crackly was just because of the microphone that's built into this bloody computer. I've got my external mic back in now, and hopefully let us know loud and clear. Is there any crackle at your end, guys? Can you hear any crackling? Because it was when I played it back this morning, I thought that spoilt the whole hour live feed, that crackly noise. Don't know if you could hear that last night. Jimmy Nauman. Hope I've said that right. Nauman. Loud and clear over in Perth. Good stuff, mate. Aaron Hansen. Looks like the yeah. Looks like a Death Star. Speaking of which, I'm watching this bloke on YouTube at the moment, just his shorts, and he does all these spray paint things. He puts a bowl and spray paints around it. He did a Death Star the other day. Just amazing, eh? Newy Joe, loud and clear in Newcastle, loud and clear in Perth. Lukey Reed, no. Luke's saying no crackle. That's good, Lukey. No crackle from Aaron. That's good stuff, guys. So was anyone on last night? And if you were, did anyone notice the crackly audio last night? I know we had a little bit of buffering at one stage. And the pitch is perfect too, except for the rough head in the middle of it, mate. Yeah. Nothing going on here. Ross Halliwell, no crackle. Oh, that's good then. Loud and clear in Mackay. Michael Parter, g'day, mate. Toddy's on. Toddy Higginson, good afternoon. All just finished work, having a beer, watching Buck. How good is that? I'm not on for long, mate. I'm just, as I said, yep, with the buffering. Phil W's on over the ditch. I'm not buffering again now, surely, am I? Loud and clear in Gindera. Graham Whittaker. Whittaker. G'day, Graham. How are you, mate? Pete McMurtry in Townsville. G'day, mate. Huey Joe reckons there was no crackle last night, only his pork crackle. Good stuff. When I played it back this morning, mate, I thought, what's that crackly noise? Every 10 seconds or so, it was like it was a loose wire, it was a crackly thing. But I've got the external mic in now. I'll play this back after this and just make sure, because normally I do run the external microphone when I do my live feeds, and that's the only thing I can think of is that I was running off the computer's microphone last night, and I wasn't happy with how it sounded, guys. Chris Anderson said, Buck's famous last words, won't be on for long. 27, so Yeah, no, that's good. How do you know I'm on? Do your mobile phones come up with a message or something, do they? Because I can't believe how many. Sorry, Buck, have to get back to it. Yeah, Jimmy, I'm not staying on, mate. This is just a test. Thanks for coming on and letting us know anyway, mate. Appreciate it. Over there in Perth. It's only bloody 10 past 1 over in West Aussie. All good, mate. Notification on the phone. Okay, mate. No worries. Lukey Reed saying, get off. I'm going at 10 minutes, Lukey. It's 5 minutes 23. I'm going to get off. Mr. P will start throwing shit around up there if I stay on any longer than 10 minutes. Okay, so yeah, that's the thing to do, I guess, is hit subscribe, guys, and hit that little notification bell. And that's why when I do go live, you'll get some sort of notification that I'm going live or that I am live, because I get a lot of messages going, oh, Buck, I missed your live feed. Well, hit that little bell, wherever that is, somewhere on your screen, and that way you know when I'm going live. And I'm hoping to do another one Saturday night, see how I go, because last night we got talking about all the funny old shows back in the 70s and 80s, all the good old comedy shows, and everyone was coming up with some really good ones. So what I might try and do is just do a little 30-second snippet of all these funny things that we used to watch when we were young. Dad's Army, Get Smart, I Dream of Jeannie, bloody Blackadder, and It Ain't Half Hot Mum, and all those old comedies, and that Fawlty Towers, and do a little snippet, and we'll all sit back and have a laugh. I think everyone really enjoyed talking about that last night. 10 minutes. No, Scruffy. G'day, Scruffy. How are you? Haven't heard from you for a while. Susie Ellam's on. The Goodies was mentioned last night. Absolutely. I used to love watching on the ABC when I lived out in Surat. It was the only channel we got out there. And it was 6 o'clock. Doctor Who was on. 6 to 6:30 was Doctor Who. And 6:30 to 7 was the Goodies. And then at 7 o'clock, the ABC News was on. And Kingswood Country, yeah, we mentioned that one last night. Bit politically incorrect these days. I'm hoping I can find some funny stuff from Kingswood Country and all that type of stuff. The Goodies and all those ones. What about the old Honeymooners? Was that a show, Newey? The Honeymooners. I don't remember that one, mate. What someone's saying about the Vicar of Dibley? Yeah, that was that. What's her name? She got the big lady. She got the straight hair. The Vicar of Dibley. That was quite a funny show. Monkey Magic. And now Susie, It Ain't Half Hot Mum. That is one of my favourites, and I know the exact clip I'm going to show from It Ain't Half Hot Mum, and it's a bloody beauty. It's got the Sergeant Major in there. And also Lofty playing the bugle. It was bloody real. And what I like about it is Lofty was hiding behind the bugle trying not to laugh. So they're all actors in that. And you could see that Lofty was trying not to laugh, and that. They're all dead now, all these guys, aren't they? He had a Don Estelle or whatever was little Lofty. He had an amazing voice off It Ain't Half. And we're talking about Frank Spencer as well, who was an opera singer in Phantom of the Opera. So some of these guys were good actors, good funny actors, but they also had other talents outside acting. And Lofty from It Ain't Half Hot Mum had a beautiful voice for a small man, a short, dumpy man, had a beautiful voice. I might even show that clip of him and the Sergeant Major singing Green Acres, and you'll hear Lofty's voice in that. Absolutely incredible. G'day, Buck. I like Dad's Army. Ray, absolutely, mate. And my dad loved it. Like, Dad, I've never seen Dad laugh so much watching Dad's Army. He loved it. It was just good, clean, funny, bloody pommy comedy. And I think the Poms have got it all over the Yanks when it comes to those old comedies. The Poms did it really good. Yeah, I used to watch Aggro, mate. He got a bit rude for the kids, I think, Aggro. Oh, Jamie Dunn. I think Aggro still comes out every now and then. The old sponge. He was made out of a sponge or something, wasn't he? An old sink sponge. But, yeah, Jamie Dunn was Porridge with Ronnie Barker was good. I'll be showing maybe hopefully a skit of the two Ronnies, Ronnie Barker and Ronnie Corbett. Together, those two were very, very, very clever. Some of the skits they did, they were bloody. And what made it funny is when they were like the news presenters and they used to laugh at their own jokes, which seemed to make it even funnier. MASH was a fantastic show. Here we go. We're talking about old TV shows again, aren't we? MASH was, I'll tell you what, I'm not ashamed to admit it, but I shed a tear in the final MASH, Goodbye, Farewell, and Amen. I actually shed a tear in that. That was very sad. That show went for 9 or 10 years, which was like 3 times longer than the actual Korean War went for. It went from 50 to 53, I think. And MASH, which was based on the Korean War, it went for like 9 or 10 years. And some of the best acting I've ever seen was from Alan Alda, when he was talking to a psych about bloody sitting on a bus and the North Koreans were going past and they all had to stay quiet. And Alan Alda was talking to the psych about how this lady had a chicken in her lap, and the chicken was going buck, 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 and then she ended up actually strangling the chicken so that the North Korean soldiers didn't hear them. And it turns out towards the end of the thing, Alan Alda, it wasn't the chicken she strangled, it was actually her baby. And some of the best acting I've ever seen from Alan Alda. Does anyone remember that MASH one where Alan Alda had to go and see the psych because he was on a bus with some Korean people and and basically this lady had to strangle her own baby because it was starting to cry, and so that the North Korean soldiers didn't hear them and give them away. And it started off where Alan Alda was telling the psych that she had a chicken in her lap. It actually turned out to be her baby. It was a hard-hitting one. That MASH was funny, but I'll tell you what, it had some serious moments as well. 15. Luke, it's only 12. Lukey Reed is the new Mr. P. Lukey's throwing shit at his bloody phone or his iPad, guys. Going, get off. Yeah, Prisoner was good, but we'll probably concentrate on the comedies, Susie, on when I do it. Probably concentrate on the funny shows. Otherwise, we'll go down a rabbit hole and start talking about people who want me to start doing clips of the A-Team and all this other shit. BJ and the Bear and all that. They weren't really comedies. They were just Chips. Someone mentioned Chips. I used to love Chips with Eric Estrada and Larry Wilcox. How's this? I can remember all these actors' real names from the 70s. Can't remember my own bloody grandkids' names. I don't know. How does that happen? Alan Alda was a writer for MASH. Okay, yeah, he was very good. I think he's still alive too, Alan Alda, isn't he? I don't think he's passed away yet. That was one of the best shows ever on TV, I think, MASH. It was bloody good. Hot Lips Houlihan, yeah, she played tell you, I saw her in a movie once. Loretta Swit, her real name was, and she was a survivor from one of the concentration camps in World War II and had a tattoo on her thing, and she was a Holocaust survivor. Loretta Swit was, I don't know what the name of the movie was, and I'll tell you what, that was very, very good as well. MASH had some of the actors and actresses in MASH were top level actors. Hogan's Heroes, we talked about that. You can guarantee there'll be some. What a great show that was too. Hogan's Heroes, wasn't it? Just good, funny. Bloody didn't upset anyone. You know, probably taking the fun out of the Germans, if anything. But it was just a good, fun comedy. That was an American one of their best. Anyway. It seems that audio is okay with my external microphone, which is good to hear. I'll play this back and make sure that there's no crackling noise. As I said, I played last night's back because I wanted to read the comments and start writing down all the funny shows because I can't remember them all myself, and I'm going to go, Love Thy Neighbour. I'll write that down so that I can come up with a list of maybe 20 funny old shows and show a few little clips off YouTube when I do the thing. And when I was watching it, it was just crackly. The audio was horrible, and I can only put it down to I didn't have the external microphone on because I plugged in my bloody external hard drive into where the microphone normally goes. Betty, yeah, Frank Spencer and all that. Audio sounds good today. That's good to hear. Anyway, guys, I'll let you get on with your day. I said I'd be 10 minutes. I have been 15. Yes, I have been 15 now, Lukey. Hope you're all well. Hopefully get a live feed in Saturday night, maybe Sunday morning. We'll see how we go. I enjoy the live feeds, as you know. Why do I always get an itchy nose when I do a live feed? You ever noticed I wipe my nose a lot? As soon as I go live, my nose gets itchy. I don't know if it's what that is. Oh, there's one. Chrissy Anderson. Dave Allen. Dave Allen was another one I used to watch on the ABC all the time. Dave Allen, an Irish comedian. He was missing one finger, and he'd always sit there with a glass of Irish whiskey telling jokes. And he told a lot of Australian jokes and that. Chasing the Sun, absolutely. You can guarantee Bewitched and I Dream of Jeannie will be on the live feed. Two great shows, Bewitched and I Dream of Jeannie. Absolutely. Susie reckons I'm lying and my nose is growing like Pinocchio. Yeah. The diddly donk from Serena's on, guys. Kane Higgins. G'day, Kane. How are you? What's happening with the SES, Kane? Have you joined the SES yet? Has your medical thing been done? That was months ago. You said you were getting your medical done. Hopefully you're running around in an orange overalls with SES on the back, Kane. That'd be good for you, mate, helping out with the SES. Lewis is over there. My lunch break. Lewis is over in West Aussie, so it's 20 past 1 over in West Aussie. Lunchtime for the bloody sand gropers. Anyway, Different Strokes. That was that was Little Arnold, remember? I wonder whatever Gary, what was his name? Gary something or other, the little fella. You go, what you talk about, Willis? That was a good, funny Different Strokes. Yeah. What are you talking about, Willis? Gary Newman or Gary? Nah, it was Gary something. He was a little fella and was funny. I never heard of him again, eh? Gary's dead, Newy Joe was saying. Gary Coleman. There you go. Scruffy bollocks. Gary Coleman. He's dead, is he? Oh, wow. And the sad thing is a lot of these people that were, from the 70s comedies that were probably in their 40s or 50s or whatever, guys like It Ain't Half Hot Mum, Dad's Army, they were all my age when they did these shows, and now it's 2023. A lot of them are dead now, guys. I'll tell you who is still going is Barbara Eden, I Dream of Jeannie. She is still alive as far as I'm aware. I know Elizabeth Montgomery from Bewitched passed away a few years ago. And but I'm pretty sure Barbara Eden is still going. She must be about 90 now, Barbara Eden, I Dream of Jeannie. So she's one of the few that's probably still alive out there from those good old shows. And when you think about it, I Dream of Jeannie was out in 1965, which is the year I was born, guys. And Barbara Eden, she's still going. She's had a bit of plastic surgery last time I saw her on YouTube, but she's still alive. She must be around 90 now, easy. Anyway, I'm going. Longest jibber jabber, 10-minute jibber jabber. It's been nearly 20. I'm going. Thanks for tuning in. I'm going to go back and check the audio. Hopefully, all it is my computer's got a shit microphone, and I fixed it by using what I normally use. Is the external microphone wasn't plugged in last night. See you guys. Take it easy. Might see you Saturday night, eh?